Isn't it bizarre that while on one side of the planet people are trying to create flying cars, to find a cure to cancer, to conquer space, we're still seriously saying that women have completely equal rights in this society? You cannot limit them, you cannot beat them, you cannot force them to do things that they don't want to do. Gender is a common term, whereas gender discrimination is meant especially for women, and it's more pervasive in countries of Asia and Africa. Gender discrimination is not something determined biologically, but is determined socially, and it means that this problem can be and must be solved with proper and perpetuated efforts. Well, imagine you're a 13-year-old girl, a school kid who is not allowed to enter to her school because you're wearing trousers when it's snowy and cold outside, or you're wearing a skirt which is not long enough or too long, because otherwise you're going to hear from your teachers or even from the director of your school, now you can't wear this because you're going to seduce boys, your classmates, or even male teachers. Tell me, did you know the actual meaning of seduce when you were 13? Me neither, so imagine such situation happened to you. Because unfortunately, many of the girls don't even have to imagine what they've experienced already. And I was talking only about the minor stuff. From childhood, girls are faced with all the abomination and cruelty of patriarchal system, in which femicide and violence go unpunished and are endlessly justified by the most insane and ridiculous arguments. Women in the 21st century still suffer from assault, bullying, and injustice even from their own husbands. But when they dare to report about to police, they're not going to help. They'll say, well, it's family matters. Moreover, they're going to justify the rapist of man by saying, probably she provoked him. Or if he beats, it means he loves you. Now, if he beats, it means he loves beating. And still, this is the mentality of many countries. It seems that mentality now can explain anything from domestic violence to economic and political problems. And the mentality that we have is mostly used as an excuse. So why does the mentality cause more harm than good? Mentality ascribes to a person a set of unchangeable qualities with which she or he has to live, but in fact we're adaptive creatures. We actively change customs and create culture around us. So it means that mentality can create some stereotypes and lead to discrimination about other communities, cultures, and even genders. Culture shapes the way things are done, and the thinking of people who believe that things should be done in a certain way. In many cultures, we still witness male misogyny and machismo. According to our culture's mindset, women have several limitations over men. For instance, they need to get married within a certain age limit, or they're considered as old. But what about studying after school, after lyceums and college? What about universities? Well, marry first, and if your husband allows, then okay, maybe. But studying abroad, girl, you have to be delusional about it. And of course, let me add here some relevant stories. A sister of mine, my cousin, after finishing her lyceum, she entered to 5 universities all around the world and actually won from 3 of them full scholarships. And of course, she was really happy about it until her parents said, no, you can't go and study there. You're a girl. What if something happens to you? You can't protect yourself. Or at least marry someone and travel as much as you wish. Okay, what if girl decides to marry first and then study? And I was really shocked about the story when my friend said that her neighbor was a 17-year-old girl. When she entered to university, she was forced to marry some guy because her parents decided so. But after attending university for 2 or 3 months, her husband's side didn't allow her to study anymore. And now she sells eggs and milk outside, not in some shop. Moreover, they don't even allow her to visit her own mom for more than 2 hours. Crazy, isn't it? But you know what? Our society will justify even more crazier stuff. And also they're gonna add, so why do you girls need to study? Why do you need career? because the most important work is already fallen to your lot, the motherhood. But let's not forget the fact that even the greatest job is not paid or supported in any way. Yes, married women need to have children at an early age, and it doesn't matter what financial or health problems couple might face. In other cases, women are bound to quit their career to make their in-laws satisfied and for the in-house responsibilities. So considering all of these nightmares and problems women can still experience even in the modern society, I guess we're losing as a human beings. So how can we solve such social problems? If we want better society, we have to build this better society. And of course, as a girl, as a woman, we want to live in a safe community where governments have to enforce and strengthen existing laws and implement policies that promote women's rights and protect them from discrimination in all areas, including education, employment, and healthcare. Another important step is to make more space for women's career. I mean, in better society, we should have more women's power in the government, politics, economy, and many other important fields. Promote women's participation in the leadership roles, invest in women, develop internships, and support women-owned businesses through access to finance, trainings, and networking opportunities. And encourage equal pay for equal work. And it's a really important point because all the things that men don't want are being handed to women. And being grateful and being treated fairly are not mutually exclusive. Moreover, we have to raise awareness through social media, television, and every other possible way to speak up, educate public about all the negative impacts of gender discrimination and benefits of gender equality. Because gender equality is first and foremost a human right. Women are bound to live in dignity and freedom from want and from fear. Empowering women is an indispensable tool for advancing development and reducing poverty. Empowered women contribute to the health and productivity of whole families and communities and to improve prospects for the next generations. Thank you.